Well, hello, hello.
Hello.
Well, I got grossly aware. Like, do you understand the quality of work that you unleashed on the universe?
So, I don't know if I fully understand it how other people do because it's been sitting in my head and my phone for a year and a half now, and the finished product since January. So it's been like I'm over it.
It's not the I was risky. Oh, weird as a songwriter. Because this song's probably heard. That this is probably not the same person.
No, yeah, I listen to it at nauseum now. I still love it, obviously. I mean, they're my stories. It's not like I'll ever fully be over it, but I know what the songs sound like, of course. I know what they're saying, and the stories are older now. Because I can't write about things in the moment. I can only write about them like 6 months after they happen. Sure. So these are all like year and a half, 2-year-old stories that I'm singing about.
I know, interesting. Why is that? Is it because some artists, say that they need some space away from from whatever happened.
Yeah.
Others are like, no, this just happened. Let's write with the tears.
I can't do that.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Maybe I just process things a little bit slower. Okay. But I also process by talking things through. So I'll call my mom, and then that's in the moment how I deal with it.
Sure.
And then she'll bring me back down to earth, and then I can write about it.
I love it.
No.
Tell me a little bit about Abbie, about where you are in your career, because you were gonna perform at Bonnaroo. I mean, you were on the lineup. I mean, your Americana Fest, super excited for that. I mean, so many higher profile stuff is coming. Super exciting.
Right.
After so many years, kind of grinding it out, putting in the 10,000 hours where no one sees it.
Yes.
What is this part of the ride like for a singer-songwriter?
I think I'm still figuring that out. It's hard. I had my release show last week, and even that day I was like, this is a big moment. I've been working at this for a year and a half, 2 years. I need to be present. And then there's just so much going on that inevitably the day just kind of goes by. And you don't really process it. I don't really process it till after. That was fun. That was cool. Or I wanted to be doing this a year ago,
Right.
So I'm still figuring out how to enjoy it in the moment.
The moment. Yeah, it's hard.
It's tough.
Yeah.
There's just so many moving parts right now, and I just am more focused on, is it going well?
Sure.
Instead of am I having fun?
I like that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. I mean, you've mentioned a couple friends of mine are friends of the show as well. Sierra Farrell, Stephen Wilson Jr. You've mentioned these people as big influences for you.
Yeah.
When you're when you say that, when that somebody's an influence, what does that mean? And what I mean is this: as a songwriter, and as an artist that you probably listen to these artists different than I do. Do you listen to an album like Son of That or whatever? Okay. And do you think, how can I do that? Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes there's a Billy String song that I'm obsessed with right now, and I keep thinking of song ideas or going into writes and how can I make that my song? How can I have that kind of a structure or that kind of a format?
Sure.
I feel that's how I think of it. Or there are words that Twisted by Stephen Wilson Jr. That song, I'm there are just words in that song that stick out to me, and I'm that should be a song title. I don't know. That's how I listen to it.
Sure.
And In Dreams by Sierra.
Sure.
I was really influenced by that song when I wrote The Sweet Tooth. And you can kind of hear the melody. That song has a fiddle melody that follows the local melody. And then I was how can I do that? So.
Well, I mean, the Kaleidoscope Country, which is what you do, is such an interesting thing. It's beautiful. It's so unique.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about how that kind of concept came about. Maybe a little bit of Sierra in there.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen at once, did it? It was a process for you.
Yeah, and it still is ever changing and evolving. This is just the start.
Sure.
And I think it's a good start, but we kind of stumbled upon that name through AI. Perfect. Yeah, through AI, put it into that. What would you call this genre of music? And you were this, that, and the other thing. I was Kaleidoscope Country. That's got a cool ring to it. I think it's fitting. It's a little psychedelic, but still down to earth enough to all you would consider country, I guess. Just found its place. And we're still figuring out what that means moving forward. But
yeah, I love it. Abbie, let's go back to Iowa for a second, to West High School.
Oh my God.
I just think, it was so great because you're like the high school, like, star. Most likely to succeed kind of vibe.
Yeah, I guess so.
But like, were you like the most popular girl?
No.
Probably. Like,
No.
oh my God.
I was not popular.
I don't know you.
I was not. I was not popular. I knew everybody. I was friendly with everybody, but I'm still the same way I am today. I'm a little bit more reserved when meeting new people or in like big social situations. I'm not usually the like outspoken one unless I know everybody. I don't know. So that was high school for me. I knew everybody. I was nice to everybody. But like I was in my art classes and making pottery and kind of just with my friends.
Yeah. But it seemed like you knew what you wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
Was it hard being in like an algebra class and you're like, man, I just want to write a verse right now? You know what I mean?
No, I loved school. I still do. Like if you give me something to do or a task or a box, I can thrive in that box. I don't know why. Like if I'm like, I have to do this for 4 years. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do that for 4 years.
You like the structure of things.
Uh-huh. And that's why I loved high school and college. Like it never was like tougher. I like feeling smart. I like learning new things. So
Okay. Was Delmon like that?
Bella was kind of a whirlwind because I started fall of 2020, so during COVID.
Okay.
So it was all
Was it online? Sure.
for like a year. It was mostly all online, and then after that it was hybrid, and then next year it was 75% in person, 25% online. So I didn't make any like lasting friendships.
Okay.
From Belmont, which is a little tough.
But your songwriting got so good.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a degree.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to be a surgeon in middle school through like half of high school. And so I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I think that'd be interesting. And then when I found out that you could be a songwriter or you could do music as a living,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I found out Belmont had a songwriting program.
It was such a quick success. Like I feel like you just exploded. Like
I think that's what it always is when you go into your purpose. And I think that that's my purpose here in this lifetime on earth is to do music and to write songs and to tell my stories.
Yeah.
And so now that I'm in it, it's going to be easy until I reach a point that that's not for me. You know what I mean?
I mean, you won a scholarship and everything. Like,
So I
magic orally.
didn't know that was a thing. I applied the songwriting program, and then they were like, oh, and you've had a scholarship. And I was raised by a single mom, so the finances were a little tough.
Very supportive.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she was best. Finances for college was a little tricky. Like we figured it out and it was going to be fine. But then the scholarship happened out of nowhere. I didn't know that I applied for it just by entering. I was in the songwriting program and got that. Thank God. And college was easier that way.
It's incredible. And like just reading your lyrics and everything, I am like astonished that you're telling me that you started online.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about how that's almost an advantage.
I think so.
Like, do you think that, most people, when they come to Nashville, you go to music room and they meet in person, like you do now.
Sure.
But the fact that you had to start with the Zoom.
It was all like, it felt like it was all in my head.
Exactly. Like, and to maybe just like focus on the craft.
I think so. And also it was like a very selfish time where I could just figure out what I wanted to say. They were like, here's your songwriting assignment. Write a story that's in this format. And I was like, what do I want to say without really knowing who I'm around or like feeling like, oh, I'm going to be judged if I say that. I didn't know this before. I could just say whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
I heard that was so.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Abbie, let me ask you about your comfort on stage because I mean, we were talking off camera about when you performed at the NASCAR in 2019, the national anthem. You performed like at the Iowa State Fairs a bunch of times, obviously like the reality shows. Like you've been in high profile situations,
yeah,
and you're always so comfortable and like this joy that I'm feeling right now in person. You spread it very easily through the mic and the guitar.
Thank you.
Where did that come from? You know what I mean? Like, is that, and I don't mean to belittle it, but is it like almost like fake it till you make it, or is it like because it comes across so natural?
I thank you for saying that. I appreciate that because I feel like it's not. I don't know. I during college to pay for college. I played on Broadway. I still do every weekend, but that helps a lot with it's just constant. You're on stage for 4 hours. You need to make money. You need to entertain these people. I think that's what helped a lot. But even before that, I don't know. I didn't have contacts in Iowa, so I like couldn't see. So that
you didn't have like
eye contacts. Yeah.
Okay, I've got this right now.
I took. I too, but like on The Boys and on American Idol, I couldn't see the faces or the reaction. It is a hack.
It's a just be blind.
Just be blind. Okay. It really did help. I know it sounds stupid, but when I'm in my own like bubble, in my own world, I'm not as nervous.
Yeah.
But like last week at my release show for this EP, I was obviously nervous. I was like, there are people here, paid money, took the time to see me and to do a good job. And that's what's nerve-wracking to me. I trust my band enough now and know the songs, and I'm not worried about that, but I just want to make sure that people feel like they get their money's worth or their time worth or whatever, you know what I mean?
Of course. And they do, because your music touches on so many beautiful like angles and sensitivities, including 90s.
Yes.
And I love that, because obviously the 90s are cool, but I'm a 90s guy, but also like you performed in a 90s cover band, among other things. Tell me a little bit about that time and of kind of how you like what you learned about the songs of Nirvana and all that good stuff.
Just so creative, right? They just did whatever they wanted. I feel like in the 90s, everybody did, you know. That's what made it so special. There was such like specific artistry. And I think that can be lost a little bit today in a different way. And some people still have their niches, but that's what I love about the 90s. Like, it's so distinct what each band sounds like and what each group. It's just cool. That's what I love. And that's what I learned a lot on Broadway. And just how they sound live. Like, playing Nirvana live is such a... It's just like a thrill. Like, when you're playing In Blue live, those drums just like... Oh,
Just hit the chord.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's what I loved. And it was just like... Maybe it's just because it was the night shift, but I felt like I could just be crazy and myself and no one cared. And that was always fun.
And I love that is really easy for you to be authentic. Like, you strike a really good balance of authenticity, but at the same time, like, you know, with like elegance and like, and class kind of thing. Is that easy, especially as a female singer-songwriter, you know, to, you know, because a lot of the times, you know, I know there's pressure to kind of conform.
Yeah.
But you find a really good balance.
I'm around really good people. Like, when I signed my publishing deal, my people in my circle, like the management around me, they always encourage me to be myself. And that's everything. Yeah. You know, like the people that did Cassie Ashton did the creative direction on the project, and she was like, when we did the fitting for everything, she's like, does that feel like you? Does that feel authentic to you? And it was like a no or a yes. And I think that's what's important, is like the gut reaction of yes or no, right? Is that, and there are little decisions along the way that add up to a full authentic project. That makes
Dig.
Yeah.
Awesome, Abbie. Well, let me leave you with this, because you're being really generous with your time. Thank you. Tell me a little bit about, you know, kind of like the next steps for Abbie Callahan, because you have this wonderful album. I know you have stuff planned, and I know you can't divulge it all, but like, you know, I feel like there's like this hunger now for your music and for your art, and people are really intrigued. You remind me of Sierra Echo, or like when she released that first album.
so good.
You know what I mean? And people were like, even people that didn't know her music were like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
I feel like that's where you're at.
Which is so fun. I
So
think
fun.
that was going to happen.
And then she released American Dreaming or whatever, and then people were like ready for it.
Yeah.
I think you're in that sweet spot where people are like, that, what is that? I want more of that. Where are you right now? Like, what do you got going forward?
For the rest of the year, we're working on a re-release of Mary Jane with a fun feature. Such a good song. Thank you. We're rewriting part of it and just doing a little bit of a different version to bring the story going. I don't know. I think we have a lot of leeway right now to just do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
What fun time, yeah.
Yeah. And then another collaboration with
Exciting stuff.
artists. Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's very exciting stuff. So that's the end of the year. And then
Good.
top of the year, we'll go back to more just me.
I love it. I love it. Emily, more of just you. I think that's the theme, Abbie. I think, just being around your energy, I think you have struck an incredible balance of authenticity and really great art. And people will connect to that as they are already. So
It's pretty crazy.
thank you for that. And thank you for coming, honey.
Thank you for having me. This was so easy. Chauffeur.
Thank you for tuning in. Click here to subscribe and get the latest from the show, including exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and once-in-a-lifetime performances. And as always, thank you for making Jrodconcerts Media part of your day.